Hi guys, happy Friday. I'm gonna wait to see if anyone jumps on. I haven't done a live in a while, and I was about to put my makeup on. I thought I will just jump on because I did get some new colors and a new palette, and I wanted to share it with you. But as you jump on, tell me what you're doing this weekend. Happy Friday. My name is Lauren. If you're new here, I am 42 years old, and I love helping women with beauty, style, fashion, hair, all the things. And so we're gonna do some makeup and get ready for the day. We are having kind of a normal weekend. We have baseball, all the things, and yeah, so if you are not following me, go follow my page. And like I said, I'm 42. I love doing all the things that us 42, 40-year-old women deal with, and that's what we do at my page. Hello, hello. All right, as you're jumping on, tell me where you're from, tell me what you're doing this weekend, and we're gonna get started. So I am going to be talking about easy makeup today. I'm gonna be using my cream-based makeup. You can use anything you want. So most of the things that we're gonna be talking about today, you can use with your makeup routine. This is my cream-based makeup. What I love about it, aw, thank you. That makes my whole day that you love my makeup tips. Everything that I have for my makeup routine fits in this little compact. See, it's not very big at all. And I left a little space here because I'm gonna show you how it works. Hello from Wales. And everything that I use fits right here. So back in the day, before I found Seint, I had this huge makeup bag, and it was a nightmare because I travel a lot. I have 3 kids, and literally everything was all over the place. I had this huge makeup bag. I'd like pile it in to my car when we would travel, and it was a mess, and I hated it. And I'd have all these bottles and all these products, and it was a lot. So once I found this, and everything just fits right in here, and they all last the same as the other bottles of liquid and powders that I was using, I was sold. Plus they lay on mature skin so much better. So if you have not tried this makeup and you want to try, and you're in the United States or Canada, if you go to my profile page and you go to my link in bio, you can actually go get a free color match from me, and I actually help you. I give you all my recommendations, all the things, okay? So hello, as you're joining, tell me, say hi, let me know where you're from, tell me what you're up to this weekend. Okay, so let me just show you really quick before I put this on my face how this works. This is, I'm trying to get this to focus. Okay, so this is my compact. So these are all customized, okay? So mine is gonna look different than yours. If you are not a makeup girl, and you are like very minimal, your makeup compact is going to not have as much as mine. If you are someone who loves all the things like I do, you can even get a bigger compact than this, which is so cool. So this is my foundation shade right here. This is gonna be my concealer shade. This is my contour shade. And your makeup's going to come in these little tins that look like this. And I'm actually gonna need 2 hands for this. And it's gonna look like this, okay? Also, look at my Barbie nails. How fun is this? If you're going to the Barbie movie, I just need to know. My daughter's going tonight. And they look like this, okay? So they pop out, they're magnetic, and they just magnetize right in to your tin. See? Stays right in there. And then on my second level, I have my eyeshadows. This is actually a color corrector for under my eyes. This is a Illuminator, and then I have a bronzer. I like to keep my bronzer and my contour away from each other so that I know the difference, and we'll talk about that in just a minute, okay? So basically, this is what I like to put on my face, but like I said, everyone's different, so yours is gonna look different than mine. Okay, so this is my one compact makeup. Like I said, if you want a free color match, all you have to do is go to my link in bio. I will post this. If you want to, you can just even comment me, and I'll send you my free color match form, and you can get color matched. And I help you, make it easy. Okay, let me take a drink. And we're gonna get started. Okay, so one thing I love about Seint is everything is cream-based. So if you are older, like I said, I'm 42, your skin has changed, you might have noticed, and we have more fine lines, we have wrinkles, we have all of these changes in our skin. And if you've noticed that maybe your makeup isn't working the way it used to, it might be time to try something new. So for me, I was using a liquid foundation and it was settling in all my fine lines and wrinkles, and I felt like it was almost like dry patches all over my skin. It just wasn't working for me. And so I was frustrated, and I found cream, and cream is very skin-like. It's gonna move with my skin, and so when I like smile, it's not gonna get like all balled up. It's not gonna show texture. It's very, very skin-like, which is really good for mature skin. And that's what I love about it. So that's what we're gonna do. I love our brushes because they are double-ended. So they look like this. This is just 2 examples. And so you can use both sides, and you can use one brush for your whole application, which is amazing, okay? So we're gonna get started. I'm gonna pull my hair back. Someone asked a question. They said, where can you get the makeup? You can actually get the makeup from me. So, okay, so all you have to do is get color match, and I will help you with all the rest. So the way I have my compact set up is just really easy for me, but I'm gonna start right here with this contour, and I'm just gonna go in like this. Contour is ashy. It's going to be very, kind of like very, it's gonna give dimension to the skin, okay? So I'm gonna just put that on the high parts of my forehead, just like this. I'm gonna put it right here by my ear to the end of my eyebrow. And if you have been color matched by me and you're just getting your makeup, this is gonna be a great video for you to watch, because you can just pause this and you can put your makeup on with me, and it's gonna be a really good guide. And then I'm gonna start at the ear, and I'm gonna go right along from ear to ear along the jawline. I wanna stay under that jawbone, okay? Simple. If you can make lines and you can make dots, kind of like paint by number, you can do this makeup. If you have a larger nose, you wanna contour that. My trick is to put your nose down, and you can naturally see those shadows, and you're just gonna follow those shadows, holding it like a pencil, and just kind of trace the natural shadows of your nose, and then come along the tip of your nose. Just like that. You can make it darker if you want. I like to connect the eyebrows. Just like that. Easy. Come along your mouth if you want a little bit of a thicker lip. And that's it. The reason I love starting with contour is because it's gonna give you a roadmap for where everything else is gonna go. So if you are more mature, putting layer upon layer upon layer of makeup, like traditional makeup kind of we do before, it's gonna give you more of a thicker texture to your face. It's gonna add texture to your face. It's gonna accentuate those fine lines and wrinkles. And so with this, it's a 1-layer product. We're only putting makeup on where we need it. We're not putting it on top of each other. That is a good question, Tammy. Okay, so I should have said that before I started. So before I put on my makeup, I already had this on, but you wanna have some kind of primer on and a sunscreen. So this does not have SPF in it. So before I put on my makeup, I put a sunscreen on. I do all my skincare. I put on my sunscreen, and then I put on a primer. And that's gonna make sure that everything stays like on, my skin is protected before I put on my makeup. Also with cream, you wanna make sure that you don't have any silicone or dimethicone or any of that in your skincare or your sunscreen, because it will react to the cream, and it will it'll just create like a mess, and you don't want that. So double check your skincare products if you're having problems with cream-based makeup. Okay, now I'm gonna take my brush, and I'm gonna go into my main foundation. I'm just barely tapping. Cream is so pigmented. These little tins are gonna last you, if you were to use this every single day, they will last you 2 to 4 to 6 months, depending on how much you use your makeup. And I'm going to tap that into my skin. I am not gonna swipe at all. If I swipe this into my skin, I'm just gonna pull it off. Because cream is very pigmented, when I tap it into my skin, it becomes part of my skin. It's gonna move into my skin, and it's going to just become like, it looks like skin. Can you guys see that? Hopefully you can kind of see that. And I'm just going around that contour instead of like layering it like before with my traditional makeup. I would have just gone in and put a whole layer of foundation on, and then I would have put my contour on. You don't have to do that with this makeup, so it's very light. It should not feel heavy. People think of cream and they think it's heavy. It's not heavy at all. So I'm just gonna put that around to give like a very flawless skin-like look. And I'm gonna avoid my under eye. I'm just gonna go right above that contour. So kind of right in this area. You can turn your brush over and go right in this area if you have a smaller face, kind of like I do. But I'm avoiding the under eye, so I'm going right underneath that eye, but I'm not going on the under eye. Just like that. If you guys have any questions, please ask. And then I'm gonna go around underneath where I put the contour on the forehead. Okay. And that's the only area that I'm putting my main foundation, okay? Now I'm gonna turn my brush over and I'm gonna go into my under eye. Now, if you have really dark under eyes, you can color correct, and I'll show you how to do that really quick. So I'm gonna show you really fast where I would put my concealer. So my concealer is usually 1 to 2 shades lighter than my main foundation shade. So I'm gonna put that on the outer corner of the eye, and I like to put it on the outer right here, from the outer point of the eye to my hairline. Do that on both eyes. And then I will put it on the inner corner, like that. That's it. So if you're noticing anything at all, I'm not using much product when I'm putting this on. It's a very little amount, and I'm gonna blend this out, and you're gonna see that it's not going to take much for me to get coverage. I'm also gonna take that and just put it right here in the middle of my eyebrow, because I'm trying to brighten where people look the most at my face. And then I'm gonna put it right down the center, and right here, and right here. I'm not blending yet. I'm gonna take a smaller brush. This is called our spot brush. And I'm gonna go to the second level of my palette, and I'm gonna go to this color. This is Demi. Demi is a color corrector, okay? So biggest thing that happens is when we go to color correct our discoloration under our eye, we don't color correct. We just use the same color of concealer, and we try to just layer that concealer under our eyes to cover the purple or the green tones or the dark circles we have. And what happens is that light color isn't going to correct that dark color. And so we just end up layering product, and then we see all that texture and the fine lines. But what we wanna do is we wanna go in with a darker color so that we actually get we get some correction. So if you think of a color wheel, that's what I'm doing right now. So I have a lot of like blue tones under my eyes. So I'm gonna use this orange color, and I'm gonna go right on the discoloration that I have. And this is so pigmented. I'm hardly using any at all, and I'm just putting it on those blue tones. And normally, people have discoloration on the hollow of their eye. So right here, especially as we age, we lose that fullness right there. So that's kind of where I'm placing that color corrector, on that inner corner, right there. And I love this brush. Can you see how little that point is? So I'm really able to just like get right in there. And I have like a little vein right here, so even that color, see how it's just making it disappear as I touch it with just a tiny amount of product. So I'm just going in and color correcting anywhere I have those issues, okay? Then I'm gonna turn this over, and it has this fluffy end. And I'm just gonna tap. Now remember, I had the concealer there too, so I'm just mixing the two together, and I'm just gonna tap. And I'm gonna bring it down the side of my nose. Aw, thank you. And I'm going to tap it under my eye. So yes, I'm putting product under my eye, but I'm not putting a ton of product under my eye. So that's the biggest difference. I don't know if you guys have ever seen videos where people put like a big triangle under their eye, but the reason we don't want to do that is because you're putting so much product under there, you're gonna see creasing. And that's probably one of the biggest problems, right? Is we get so much creasing under the eye, especially when we start getting a little bit older, we have that texture and fine lines. So the less product that you can put under there, the better. So the more you can color correct, the less product you have to put under there. So can you see how that's just starting to brighten that eye instead of actually having to put a ton of product under there? I'm getting rid of that. The darkness. I haven't slept in a couple days, to be honest. I haven't got a lot of sleep. Okay, so I'm doing the same thing here. And it just takes a little bit of time to just go through and tap it out, but you will be so surprised at how little amount of product you actually need when you go in and color correct. It makes a world of difference. And I can help you. I can help you pick a color corrector that works for your under eyes, or if you have, let's say, melasma or rosacea, color correction, we can pick something that works really well for you. Okay, so that is just, I just went ahead and color corrected that. Now I'm gonna go in with my brush that I used before, and I'm just gonna tap out all the colors that I put on before that. Okay, so I'm just going in with that main. I always like to tap out my light colors and then my dark colors. Okay. So my highlight, my foundation colors are all tapped out. And then I'm just gonna go to my contour. So yes, I'm using the same brush, and I'm gonna tap out my contour now. And when I tap out my contour, you do not wanna swipe. You still wanna take it and pull it towards the hairline. Okay? Same thing here, and I like to take it up and pull towards the eye, because as we age, gravity is pulling our face down. So contour is kind of gonna alleviate that, and it's going to give us the illusion of a facelift. And it's gonna give us kind of like that lifted look on our cheekbones. And then when you get here, you're just gonna pull it down, and it's gonna give you the shadow so you have more of a straight jawline. So if you feel like you have kind of sagging, like a double chin, which that's just normal, we have extra skin here, this is going to help give that illusion that we have a straighter jawline. Okay, there we go. Can you see how skin like that looks on my face? And I hardly used any product at all. Okay. Do you guys have any questions for me so far with just that? Now, a lot of people, they'd be great to stop there. So you could, because it's customizable. But now what I want to do is I'm going to show you what I would do next, okay? So I like to add bronzer. I personally love bronzer. I think everyone should use bronzer. I think bronzer just adds warmth to the skin. So I'm going to add a little bronzer. This is a new color. It's called High Tide. Here's a trick for bronzer. Bronzer with cream, if you haven't used a cream bronzer, it is really pigmented. So if you go straight into this bronzer and I go straight onto my face, it is so highly pigmented that you are going to just like, it's gonna be a lot. You can't take it away. So I just like barely tap it in there. Okay, look at that. Like I barely tapped it. And then I'm gonna tap it on my hand. Like it's gonna come off, okay? Then I know that I don't have too much on my brush. And with bronzer, you wanna think of the sun. Where does the sun naturally hit your face? It's gonna hit you at the high points of your forehead. So I like to kind of stamp it out first and then kind of blend as I go. And like I said, I'm still using the same brush. Okay, I'm gonna get a little more bronzer, do the same thing. And then it's gonna hit your cheeks. High Tide, I've actually never used it. This is the first time, Kelly, that I've ever used High Tide. So I'm a little nervous because I don't know what it's gonna look like, but it's pretty. I really like it. It's, so compared to Bella, if you use Saint, it's a little more of a, I would say it's a little more orange base to it. And yeah, it's not as like a chocolatey brown like Bella. I actually really like it. It's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty, huh? It's very natural looking. So this is a bronzer, and I like to put some on my chin, and that's just gonna warm up my face. And then I'm gonna put it down my neck, just like that. Hi, Woody, how are you? Okay, so look at just how putting bronzer on just makes such a big difference. It's like when you, I don't know, well for me, if I don't like do a self tanner on my body, I'm like as white as a wall. So it's the same thing with your face, it just makes a whole difference. Oh, thanks, Prissy. Yeah, so that's High Tide. I am kind of obsessed with that color. I've never used it before, but that's a brand new bronzer. We have, I think, 4 bronzer shades now, so that is our newest one. It's really pretty. Okay, now I'm gonna put on a blush. okay? And we have so many blushes. So if you are into like, I don't know, peach, nudes, pinks, I mean, you can choose whatever you like. Same brush, still. People are so surprised that you can use the same brush. You can use the same brush for everything. I'm gonna tap into this one. This is watermelon. It smells good. It's part of our fruit punch collection, and it's really, really good. So for me, there's different ways to put on blush. For me, I like to have a lifted look. If you have a thinner face and you want to add more fullness, then I would suggest putting it on the apples of your cheeks. If you are wanting more of a lift to your face, I would suggest putting 2 fingers by your nose and then kind of stamping it up higher, starting even up here. You can even use that as a rule of thumb, and it's going to give a nice lift. I know all the colors are so good with our lip and cheek colors. And this one is kind of, you can kind of keep layering with this one, but it's so pretty. It's a really pretty pink. This is watermelon. I love this color. It's a really pretty sheer color. If you have not tried a cream blush, you need to. You need it in your life. It's just so good. It's just so pretty and skin-like. And the best part is you can use it on your eyes. You can use it on your lips. I'll put on my lips real quick. That's watermelon. Isn't that pretty? I love it. It's so good. The fruit punch collection is so good. Okay, so there we have it, okay? You could stop there. You could be totally done. You could be done at the 3 colors. So that's what I love about this. It's totally up to you. What are you gonna wear? That's what goes in your compact, okay? Now, we're not done though, because I love eyeshadows. So I'm gonna show you eyeshadows really quick. But what we're gonna do first is we're gonna set our makeup. Creams have to be set. That's the biggest thing you have to do, is set your makeup. Creams are movable, they're skin-like, but if you don't set them, they're going to just move and they're gonna fall off your face. You're gonna sweat it off. So, my favorite is using a perfector sponge. You can use a beauty blender, you can use whatever you want. Spray a little bit of setting spray. This one, I get asked all the time. This is my favorite. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I just spray it on here. This is damp already. And then I just tap it. And this is also going to really push the makeup into your skin, but it's also gonna make sure that you get off any excess makeup. So especially when you're new, one of the biggest things that happen is we put too much on, because we're just used to putting so much foundation on our skin with normal foundation, because with liquid we have to put more on. So with creams, we automatically go on and put too much on. So this is gonna take off any excess, and it's just gonna make it look very flawless. What did someone just ask me? I do have Sunshine State, not right with me though, or I would show you. I only have a couple of colors with me right now. Okay, there you go. It's set. How easy is that? Oh, you could do an illuminator too. I have an illuminator. This is an illuminator. This is Nova. This is a new one. I kind of tried to grab the new ones. See how pretty that is? This is gonna bring like a glow to your skin. So especially as we age, if you feel dull, this is gonna bring like some glow to your skin when the light hits. Put it on the bridge of your nose. Right here above your lip. Use it as eyeshadow. Everything in this palette you can use like all different things. Okay, let's do a quick eye look really quick. I'm gonna use the MAC Paint Pot. I'm gonna put it on my eyes. I'm gonna put it all the way up to my brow bone. This is my favorite eye primer ever. I don't care what anybody says. I love this one the most. And then I'm gonna use Saint's double-ended brush. I have so many eyeshadow brushes I love, but we're just gonna use this for the convenience of it. And then I picked 3 colors that we're gonna use. We're gonna do Claire. This one right here is pink. Claire, Havana, and then I have Crush, okay? So really, really fast, we're gonna go in. Let's do Claire first. And I'm just gonna put that all over on the crease. And I don't know, I'm in this like pink mood, probably because it's like Barbie day, right? I feel like all my Instagram feed is Barbie. Do you guys feel the same way, or is it just my Instagram feed? My daughter's going tonight to see it. And I was gonna go, and then I decided I didn't really want to. But I will. I just didn't feel very social. Okay, but look how just like one color just makes this like your eye pop. Like how pretty is that color? I am obsessed with Claire. If you love pink, Claire is just, it's so pretty. Okay. I should just show you how you could use one color 2 different ways. Should I do that really quick instead of using 3 colors? Tell me below. Do you want me to show you a really cool trick with one color? If you don't tell me, I'll just do 3 colors, but. Okay. I'm just taking this up a little bit higher. But like, look how pretty that color is. I love that color. Okay, you guys didn't answer me, so I'm just gonna go in with Havana. I'm just gonna keep going. All right, Havana is orange. Can't be scared of orange. I love pink and orange together. I'm going right on top of that Claire. I'm being messy, and it's totally fine. This is like one of my favorite eye looks ever because it's so pretty on so many different eye colors. Just like that. So easy. You can even take this side of the brush and just go right underneath with that Havana. Like that. And I'm gonna take my finger, this is Crush, and I'm gonna put that on my lid. I like using my finger because you're gonna have less fallout. If you use your finger, just make sure you're tapping and pushing that into the lid. You won't have the fallout. Okay? How pretty is that? And then the biggest trick is going back in with that first color you used, so Claire, and then just really making sure that you have a good blend, and that's what's gonna make your eyeshadow look flawless. Always go back in at the very end with your first transition color that you used, and you'll have more of a seamless blend. Like that. And then we're gonna clean it up really quick. I like to take this brush, this is the BK Beauty brush, and I go right in with my concealer that I had before, and I'm just gonna tap that in the outer corner of the eye, clean it up, and that also will lift the eye. It's like little tricks like this make a really big difference in how your makeup looks. You can put even a little, if you wanted to, you could put it on the arch of the brow, just to give a more open look. Just like that. Not pretty? Okay, a little mascara. You could use eyeliner, but we're just going for a really easy, quick look. I love this look for summer because I think it's so pretty. Like I said, on so many different eye shapes and colors. I mean, it works on hooded eyes, it works on small eyes, deep set eyes. It's pretty. It's so hard to see what I'm doing though. Okay. Okay. There we go. What do you guys think? Do we love that eye look? I think it's so pretty. All right, there we go. That's easy. 3-color eye look. Everything is in my compact, you guys. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and drop it in the comments. I will be posting this video, so if you do have questions after you watch this and you're like, Lauren, how did you do this? Or, hey, I'm having problems with my makeup, please ask questions. That's what I'm here for. If you do want a free color match, go ahead and comment me below when I do post this, or head to the link in my profile, click on it, it says how to get a free color match. I would love to help you guys and make recommendations and give you your own customized compact and get you started with cream makeup. It is seriously the biggest game changer. If you aren't loving your makeup, give cream-based makeup a try. You will love it, and it will literally make you love makeup again. So, all right, my name is Lauren. Go follow me if you're not, and I hope you guys have a great Friday. We'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.